The top 1% of business owners aren't smarter than you. They do things differently. And that's what I'm explaining in this video. I'm Alex Hormozi. I own acquisition.com. It's a portfolio of companies that generate hundreds of millions of dollars per year in revenue. And so I've seen a lot of different patterns across businesses that we both invested and scaled in, or some that we turned down. If you feel stuck, it's because what got you from 0 to 100,000 or $100,000 to $1 million or $1 million to 10 million or 10 million to 30 million isn't going to be the thing that gets you to the next level. And you're probably working on something that was once very important, but is no longer. So to make this real, I'm gonna give you 3 examples of my own business experience of what I thought the business I was in versus the one I was actually in. So in the very beginning, I was into fitness. I got into it thinking that my life was gonna be about what workouts we were gonna be and how I was gonna structure the weights and the intensity. And then as soon as I actually got into the business, I realized that the biggest issue is most people don't even show up to the gym. All of my attention was like, oh my God, I have to get people first in the door, and how do I get them to stay? And how do I run this profitably when I've got rent, I've got trainers, I've got equipment that breaks? And all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I thought I was gonna be in the scientific fitness business when in reality, I was in the sales and marketing business. One of the easiest ways to identify what business you're really in is to zoom all the way out to the people who are already 100 steps ahead of you. Not just 1 or 2 steps, but like 100 steps. And the reason for that is because if I said, if you just look at someone who's 1 or 2 steps ahead of you, you should do what they do. The thing is that they're 1 or 2 steps ahead of you and they're probably gonna get lost too. But if you look at the people who are all the way at the top, typically it's because they figured out something that you haven't figured out. If you look at the biggest fitness businesses that are gyms, most of them are basically in the sales and marketing business. They have absolutely mechanized the ability of getting people in the door. Their general managers for each location are just people who have membership quotas who are driving sales day in and day out. And so for me, I'd never even sold before. I didn't know what a lead was. I didn't know what email marketing was. I didn't know any of this stuff. And the thing is I signed a lease and 30 days later I had to come